Fantastic actors, you made it. So that
Yay.
already puts you ahead of 90% of people who say that they want this, right? But let's be clear. This isn't just some chill acting class. It's not a Netflix binge. This is screen acting school. And we're going to ask more of you. So this free class isn't really free. You're paying with your time, your focus, and your willingness to do the hard stuff, okay? The stuff that most actors avoid because while they're winging it, hoping their charm carries the scene, you'll be here training like a pro. So go ahead, grab a coffee, shake off that noise, because this is where the shift happens. Now, something that honestly blows us away is that actors take this class and they don't subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's like showing up to rehearsal and skipping the script, right? So you miss the training, the mindset shifts, the behind the scenes gold that actually books the role. So if you're not subscribed, you're not really in it, okay? You're winging it. And in this business, that shows. So, if you've already subscribed, we love that. You totally get it. Not yet? That's okay. Fix it now. Click that button, stay in the room because taking action is how careers start.
That is a fact.
Hmm.
Sometimes careers don't start. Sounds terrible, doesn't it? So why are so many auditions so boring? They're boring. They're flat. They're really, really boring. And if you think that's not you, how come you're not getting more callbacks? Might be you. So today we're going to learn these three incredible skills. We're going to teach you how to create the world of the scene using your senses so that casting feels it right away in the first few seconds. We're going to use archetypes to play characters that are instantly castable and unforgettable. And we're going to break down scenes with the core four choices so your tape doesn't just land, it books. Sound good? Everybody with me? I'm
Yeah.
excited about it. Absolutely. So that is, well, that is the thing that makes things land. And why does it matter? It's because the whole time casting directors are watching tapes, they're getting lots of tapes that don't have castable characters in it, and they aren't watching your whole tape.
Yeah. What? Like they don't
Yeah,
watch the whole thing, Casey, all the time?
they don't watch them all the time. They are giving you about 4 to 20 seconds, if that, because they want to see someone who is the character, feels like the character, someone who lives and breathes like the character, and they want to see that right away. But so many actors just wing it. They put no work into the first moment and they rely on luck or this idea that they're so special. And I cannot tell you how many people do this. They go and they waste their time and their money doing showcases with LA producers because they've been told that they're special by their moms and by the salespeople.
Yeah. And well, you are special, but if you're doing that, you're also naive.
And unskilled and untrained and about to be unrich because you're going to be out a lot of money and absolutely pointlessly. Hear me now. If you're multitasking, lean in. No one, no one is going to hire you if you can't legally work in the country. And they are not going to spend money to get you papers to work in the country when there are literally millions of beautiful actors in LA who are passionately dedicated to their training, their work, and they're ready to do it. You are just not that lucky. And casting doesn't want you to be lucky. They want someone they can trust who's going to walk on set and deliver. And you are either that person or you're a tape that they skip. So, do you want to get into it? Should we get into it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We're going to show you exactly how we train actors to get callbacks, pins, and bookings consistently, not by luck. Like Gavin is just proving that right now. Not by luck, and certainly not by hype, but by doing work that most actors avoid.
Yeah, so today you're going to learn three things, okay? You're going to learn how to create the world of the audition using your senses so that casting feels it instantly. You're going to learn how to play a dynamic, castable character using proven archetypes that book. And you're going to learn how to break down any scene using the core four audition choices that turn tapes into callbacks and callbacks into bookings.
And for those of you who are new here, hello. I'm Casey, your acting and audition coach. I live in a cabin in the woods with 100 chickens, 3 cats, 2 dogs, and a pretty fabulous cast of humans. In fact, yesterday, I got to watch one of those humans in a baseball game. And he was not the best on his team when they started. But yesterday, he won the playoff game for them. And all the other players were jumping on him and yelling his name. They were like, Abe, Abe, Abe. Why? Because when he first played with them, they saw him stand up there, a little bit embarrassed, a little bit shy, not hitting any balls, looking gangly and kind of like awkward there. And then they saw him work his ass off at a sport he doesn't even really care about for the reward of doing his best and making his team proud. And his mom, who is incredibly proud. That would be me. Donna-Marie and I believe in excellence, not perfection. Excellence. I built a life that I love, and I built it on purpose. And Donna-Marie and I help actors do the same by teaching you to deliver fearless, grounded work that gets you noticed.
Yeah, that's our jam, right? And I'm Donna-Marie, okay? I'm your mindset and visualization coach here at Screen Acting School. Now, as a lot of you already know, I live in the big city because guess what? I thrive on people, really great coffee, momentum, and helping actors believe in themselves so fiercely that casting can't ignore them. So that means that you get up and you do the work even when you're scared, even when you don't know what you're doing, even when you know you kind of look like the fool right now, because you're training for the day that you get the audition that books you that life-changing role. So between us, we've coached actors who've walked the red carpet at the Oscars, the Golden Globes, the Emmys. Our clients don't just book, they break through. Okay, so #1 shows, life-changing roles, global careers. So we come with receipts. We don't play small, okay? And we don't want you to either. So if you're here to actually do this, then we've got you.
But let's just get honest first. Most actors think they're getting better with every audition when they're not. They're just getting more confident because they're practicing their bad habits.
Yeah, and that confidence, that type of confidence, it's a liar. So every time that you walk into a scene and you don't know how to shift emotions, you don't land the moment after, you don't connect like a darn lead, you're not paying dues. You're just training yourself to fail better. You're reinforcing bad habits, guys.
And you know what makes it worse? So many actors, possibly you included, you're trusting your career to coaches who peaked at co-star on a soap in 2009. That's who's guiding you.
Yeah. Nope. Nope. Not anymore. You're here now with us. Okay. So we're the team behind actors who booked Netflix, Hulu, Hallmark, Apple TV, and beyond. So this isn't acting class. It's not just acting class. It's career rewire.
So let's start with the idea that auditioning is not pretending. It's creating. You're a creator. You're creating and entering a world. So what does that mean to you, creating and entering a world? Does anyone want to pop in on that?
Yeah, go ahead and pop it in the chat. So this idea that
Imagination.
yeah. It's not just pretend, it's creating and entering that world, right? So Kyla says that means imagination for her. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Anybody else want to pop on? Creating and entering a world? Can? You can do it. That's true. Regina, I think maybe you meant something else.
Yeah, I think that's wonderful. Becoming the character, not imitating, says
Yeah.
Christopher.
You
Yeah.
can't see anything, Regina. I'm not sure what's going on for you. I wish you could.
Daniel says feeling all of the sensory feelings of the world. Yeah,
Mm,
absolutely, Daniel. And being you, but being someone else. So being you under imaginary
imaginary.
circumstances. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I think you've been showing up to class, Malcolm.
I think so. So
One-
I've coached a lot of Hallmark actors from day players to leads. And I absolutely love coaching Hallmark. It's a lot of fun. It's a warm world. I created a sample Hallmark scene to help you understand how to use your senses to create a great moment. So I want everybody to imagine that it's Christmas and you're entering a bakery to see your high school bestie after being away from your small town for many years. Got it?
Got it, guys?
Everybody got it? Yeah.
And I'm going to take you through, I'm not going to walk you through a visualization, but I'm going to take you through a quick understanding of how you would use a visualization for this type of scene. Okay. So as Casey said, it's Christmas, you're entering that bakery, you see your high school bestie, right? So I'm going to take you through a quick understanding of how visualization works for this. So you're going to hear the chime of the bell when the door opens.
Ding, ding.
Think, how would you react to that? What does that make you do? You smell the cinnamon donut. You feel the warm air hit your cheeks. How does that feel? How does it change things? How do you move? You taste the coffee? Don't have coffee today, I have water.
I do.
How would you do that? You scan the room, you're looking for someone. What does that look like in this scene? Now you see someone you know. Oh, no, but it's not them. You thought it was. How does that work? Then all of a sudden you see the person you're looking for. How do you do that? Now, the work that you do with me in the visualization part of Audition Plus helps you find these moments in your auditions. And I'm sure a lot of you can speak to it because a lot of you are in Audition Plus with us. But what that means is you're not acting, you're in it. Okay. And casting, they feel it. They trust it and they are going to watch your whole tape. So when we go through this in Audition Plus, we go through it moment by moment, step by step. So you understand how to create this, how to create that world and make it so real using all of your senses.
Mhm. But
Mhm.
then the next question you have is who is going to the bakery? Who is it? It's you, but as Malcolm said, it's you under imaginary circumstances. I think that was Malcolm, right?
It was, yeah.
Yeah. So one of the circumstances is your character. It's you when you're a hero, a fool, a victim, a rebel. And that depends on what the scene is calling for. So that choice, that archetype depends on what the scene is calling for. So we use archetypes to cut into the castable energy, so you don't have to create something. Archetypes are magic because you have a fully realized character that you can just pop in the scene and then the dialogue comes so naturally for you. So, who wants to do this with me?
I want to see it.
Come
Yeah.
on, guys. Everybody in? We're going to
Mm-hmm.
do this exercise together. Okay. So, what we're going to do is everyone is going to stand up. I'm not going to stand up because you won't be able to see me, but I want to see you. So, can you stand up for me? Thank you. Yes, you have to work.
We
Now,
told you it's not free.
yeah, exactly. Not free. You got to do the work. First, you want to shake out your body like a wet dog.
And are you guys you're working on Rebel now, aren't you, Casey? You're going to go
Yeah,
full
I am. I'm
Rebel?
working on the rebel. We're going to go full rebel here, but first, we're going to shake everything out. Shake like a dog. My son is standing beside me doing everything I ask you to do. It's a little bit hilarious. He's not an actor. So you're shaking your body like a dog. Now you're going to picture someone arrogant across from you. You're going to see them, somebody arrogant. Now you're going to step into a lunge. So you're going to lunge forward just like you're doing that exercise. So one leg forward, step into a lunge and really lunge it. Good. And then go back, do it again. And this time put your hands at your stomach and then push forward like this and yell, go away. Go away. Go away. Do that over and over again. Go away. Go away. Go away. Over and over again. Louder, louder, louder. I know you're being loud, but I want it louder. Louder, louder, louder. Good. Now, cross your arms, put your chin up, smirk. You've got a little rebel there. So you can come back to the seat now, and I'll take a look at all your beautiful faces. And I want you to cross your arms, tilt your chin back, take that rebel stance. Maybe you can put your arm like this, or put it like this, whatever it is. Chin back, give a little smile. So you'll be, Trevor's doing it from a hospital bed. I mean, you're a rebel wherever you're a rebel. So you've got that in you now. And what you have is a feeling of being vital and energized, not just sitting there holding back, but feeling vital and energized as the rebel character. Does everybody feel that now? That feeling like, oh no, not this time. You've got that energy, right?
Yeah, I always find it so incredible, Casey, how that, so that was just a snippet of emotional connection work, right? We obviously go so much deeper in Audition Plus, but I find it so incredible how just, what was that, 10 seconds of work can really get you into that character space. It's remarkable. And the thing that's going to make you feel even more secure in auditions is the core four. So Casey's going to take you through the elements right now to help you build a castable audition. This is what we do. This is what makes you book.
It absolutely is. So we have to break down the scene to understand it, to book it, because we're not just going to play this, we're going to book this. So I want you to be thinking about your archetype. She's a rebel. She's walking in and she likes a boy next door. She doesn't know it yet, but she's going to like a boy next door. So you guys get the idea, right? The rebel likes the boy next door. So we're going to have a moment before to get her into the scene, because in Hallmark, and well, in a lot of movies, someone has just been dumped before they meet the man of their dreams or the woman of their dreams. So in this case, if you're a man, just reverse everything so that you're dating whoever you like to date. So you've just been dumped by a rebel. You thought they were the one, but you kind of always knew they were trouble. You are so embarrassed that you were dumped. And then as you walk into the bakery and you smell the delicious things, you look over and you see this really sweet guy in the bakery. Sweet in the bakery, that's funny. So you see this really sweet guy in the bakery, and now you're interested in this really sweet guy. He's very undeniably handsome. Or if it's a woman for you, she's very undeniably cute. And then in your moment after, you would walk away from this sweet boy. So you go from embarrassed to curious, who is this guy, to interested. Oh, maybe I'm interested. Who is this guy? Oh, I think I like him. And then in your moment after, you walk away, not trusting your heart. You walk away. I don't trust it. I don't trust my heart. I make mistakes with my heart. And then you look back and then you smile at him. That's castable. That's memorable. You look back and that creates that moment that casting is like, oh, we know that this rebel is about to rock that sweet boy's life.
Yeah, and it's so much more than just the lines then, right?
Absolutely. Now, sometimes callbacks will be like this. The casting director will say, I want to see something just a little bit more intense.
Yeah, so Casey, can you explain to the actors here how you coach our actors to nail those callbacks by just changing one thing?
Why, yes, Donna-Marie, I can. So if you want to show another color one thing that you can do, and this is super effective, is simply heat up what you originally did. So if casting says they want it more intense or they want to see another color, just heat up what you've done. So our rebel girl went from embarrassed to curious to interested. That was her emotional change. If we want to ramp that up, she can be humiliated. And then she will become, instead of embarrassed, she'll be charmed instead of curious. So she's humiliated instead of embarrassed. And then she's charmed instead of curious. Like she's curious and then she's charmed. So charmed is just a little bit more intense. And then instead of being interested, she could be intrigued. Like, who is this guy? And then you just keep everything else the same. So if you do this well, it requires you to know a lot of different emotions, and it requires you to practice them so you can go in and out easily.
Yeah, absolutely, right? And then you won't let nerves make you kind of throw out what already works, right? You just adjust, elevate, and win the room.
Hmm?
And Brian saying, increase your emotional lexicon and raise the stakes 100%. And this really matters, you guys, because as we said before, casting turns off tapes within the first 4 to 20 seconds. And guess what? They don't owe you a full watch. They simply don't. You either show them the character now or they move on. Right. So, as Brian was saying about raising the stakes and increasing that emotional lexicon, real actors are preparing for this. Right. So, Audition Plus actors don't wing it, not at all. They train like pros, they rehearse like leads, and they book like stars.
That sounds like a good job.
Mhm.
That sounds good. So I want to go over what you just did again so that it's with you. You learned how to create the world of the audition so casting can smell that donut and feel that moment. You embodied an unforgettable archetype. You turned into a rebel, just like that, with real presence. And then you walked through the steps we use in Audition Plus, the exact steps to book real roles on real networks.
Yeah, and this was obviously just a taste. We told you what to do. In Audition Plus, we teach you how to do it, right? So now imagine what 30 days of this kind of training could do for your auditions, or what 6 months can do for your career. Now, you really don't have time to waste, right? Careers do not make themselves. So if you want a career, here's the link. I'm going to pop it in for you so that you can join us.
And one other thing I want to reiterate is bad coaching doesn't book.
No, so don't let
Coaching
someone
either.
else. Yeah, don't let someone else, someone less talented but better trained, take your role. You don't need perfect timing. You need better coaching. So we're here. Are you guys in? I certainly hope so. Yeah, I'm seeing lots of thumbs up. I love it. I'm going to pop that link in for you one more time. And Casey, this is a miracle, but I think we are finishing class on time today.
It is a miracle. It's a
It
Christmas
is.
miracle.
A Christmas miracle, exactly. So if you want to join us, Tara says, thank you. You are so
You're
welcome.
so welcome.
If you want to join us, you can copy and paste that link. Please do know. Oh, Kara says, I recommend Audition Plus. Thank you,
Oh,
Kara.
thank you, Kara.
We are only interested in actors who really want to further not only their craft, but their career. We want to help you do that. Oh, everyone's saying Audition Plus is awesome.
Oh,
The
thank you.
gift
The gift
that
is to
just
stop.
doesn't give it. Love it. Love it, you guys. So I'll pop that link in one more time. I'm going to say that's a wrap for us. And what do you say, Casey?
I I say I'm very grateful and overwhelmed by this. Thank you so much, everybody saying great coaches.
Daniel
Um,
says Audition Plus is life-changing. Great
Oh,
coach.
thank you so much.
Thank you
Uh,
so much.
Also, Chaz, just looking at you, you absolutely should be auditioning for teenagers. You absolutely should, and you will book it. And I know I was talking to
I'll
Chaz
book it with
earlier.
the right training. I don't know Chaz, so I don't know what you're training,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I mean, you need coaching. You definitely do. And the wrong training is terrible. This is one of the things that drives Donna-Marie and I crazy because people get poor training, and then people who could be really good actors and have really good careers end up with casting. So what happens? I just want to talk about this a little bit, Donna-Marie, before we go, if you guys are okay with this. What happens is casting sees you and you could be ready or almost ready, and they think, oh, they need more coaching or they need more training. We'll wait a couple of years before we see them. And I worked in a casting facility, and I have seen and heard this so many times, where casting just looks at your work and thinks, nice person or whatever, but they're not ready. And they
Almost.
don't know you from Adam. So then
Mhm.
you have to wait. You have
Yeah.
to wait, and it's pointless. So really strong coaching is going to change your life.
Yeah.
Really is.
It absolutely is. I've popped that link in. If you want it, now is the time to copy and paste because we are going to wrap today on time for
I
like the
can't believe
first
it.
time ever. All right, everyone. I think we're going to say that is a wrap for us, and we will see you on screen.
Bye.
Okay.